but we'll be overseas anyway. Okay, so we got a sleazeball elected so we could have our way for 8 years. Getting him reelected after 4 years would be a cinch, no matter what he did. And all it would take would be some money and TV and CIA drugs in the streets to keep people scared. So rub our hands and grin and close factories and nail plywood over windows to keep the ex-workers from trashing it. We were fair. We offered them the same jobs in Singapore or Tijuana. Take their pick at 40 cents an hour. Tough shit. We tried. They say no. It's their problem from then on. They'll find another job sometime. So, to get to Singapore, we have to have permits. And that means deals to let officials' relatives get poppy seed products slipped onto American streets. And that keeps the U.S. numbed around the edges and its eyes dimmed. And we're not responsible for what happens because we'll be overseas anyway. So the U.S. is half dead now, except that it has a gun, well, several, plus some aircraft carriers to keep Singapore and Tijuana in line. And it just had some money. If it did, we'd do something about unemployment and demoralization and domestic violence and murder in the streets and the post offices and schoolyards and alcoholism and suicide and drug use and a rotten health system that we can't figure out because we don't have the money, because our CIA black budget is so huge to keep the poppy seed products coming in, to keep our corporations in the 40-cent countries where they want to make better profits for everyone for themselves. It's rough running a big country that's running the world. And without enough money for aircraft carriers and job programs and anti-aircraft guns and aid to dependent children and General Patton tanks and outpatient clinics and nuclear weapon triggers and generic medicines at a fifth the price and laser-controlled infrared machine guns and an honest-to-God health system and drugs to keep our troops quiet on foreign soil and support the arts with federal money after we have comfortably updated all our weaponry and carried on the training of the 100 little governments we've bought to keep everything nailed down overseas. So, then we can pay some real attention someday to unemployment sometime and health in the arts someday after we finally get everything safely moved overseas on our troop-carrying cargo planes. May 1993.